I'm like trying to figure out if I need to. I think this is good. I think this is good. We're not going to worry about it. All right. Let's see here. It says the chat is fine. It was disconnected, then connected. I don't know. I guess some things were having issues. I'm not really certain, but it looks like we're good now. Everybody should be able to hear me. All right. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo, where I am weird and we get woo woo. I'm going to do a reading today. It's called Coffee and Tarot because it's perfectly fine to grab you a cup of whatever it is that you like. Coffee, tea, matcha. Matcha is a little, I always keep it in a separate category than the tea because it deserves its own category, even though I know. Okay, I know. Before I came on, I was getting like, it either felt like a meeting, like a, like, a business meeting where it's like, okay, tell me the worst case scenario. Or it was like a discussion about the worst case scenario. And the thing is, I couldn't tell if it was happening, or if it wasn't. And so I was like, okay. So I just left it at worst case scenario. I feel like there's water. I spilled water when I was moving the table. I have my moon water here, and then of course the tea. So, hey Manishka, hey Cappy, how are you? Hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday morning. But I figured we would just kind of delve into it and figure it out ourselves. I gotta shut my door. I forgot my door needs to be shut. It wasn't open massively, but it's amazing how just a little bit can make all the sound difference in the world. So, so let's see. We're just gonna dive in. I do have a little bit of a plant that my friend brought back from Peru. And she's got the worst memory ever. The Apollo, the one like she can't remember. I was at her wedding sometimes, and she's like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, "Lord of mercy, this child." And so I was like, "What's the name?" And she goes, "You know how like when I channel and like I'm trying to think of a word and so it won't come. So we're just gonna call it like Peru's sage. I don't fucking know what it's called, but it's amazing. So I don't know why I felt like bringing that up. But so I cleansed the area today with that. Gorgeous, beautiful day outside. Alrighty, here we go. Are we ready? I'm not sure where we're gonna start. Okay, so we're gonna start with Hermetic Tarot. Worst case scenario. Tell us about this. Didn't dive deep, Spirit, so you need to kind of give us some context for that and let us know what's happening. Brief context is what I heard. Okay, so brief context. I am holding this deck up backwards. Thank you, Manishka. Just as a reminder, there we go. There you go, guys. It's like noon my time, noon-ish. So had a good morning. Sat out on my front porch for about 2 hours almost. Tell us about this worst case scenario. Give us an idea of what's going on here. Page of Pentacles. I'm getting the idea with Page of Pentacles like new financial beginnings or a new outlook, they said, on finances or a new trajectory, but they are giving me like finances as a thing. And like, I guess there's some struggle in regards to that. Five of Wands, there's some struggle to getting something up off the ground financially speaking. New financial outlook, a new financial outlook. Okay. And Five of Wands, like there's been some level of struggle. Is it struggle about trying to figure out how to get something going financially? Or is it like a new financial potential prospect? And you're like, I don't really know. This feels very much so like the chaos and the struggle surrounding that. Like whatever this new financial outlook or start of a new financial venture. Page of Pentacles. But then we have it doesn't feel quite dun dun dun, kind of situation, but it's like maybe unexpectedness. We have the Tower with the Judgment card. Like I want to say maybe somebody isn't doing so well with or struggling with their finances or a new trajectory. We're going to clarify. They feel very separate, but as in like one informs the other. We just need to explore them separately, okay? Because the Tower is something that is either it's like inevitable. It is like a bit of upheaval at times. It is a fated event of some sorts where it's like it's happening one way or the other. And the Judgment card is all about your response, your decision, a final decision being made, or some kind of like finality to something, or stepping up to the plate and answering a level of call, but it's like calling judgment on something. Okay. So far, this just feels like information. I'm not tied into the energy just yet, so we're going to wait and see. Give us a card to explain or clarify the combination, the Princess, Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Just like give us a little bit of like Three of Cups. So if we're looking at like a new financial outlook, a new financial trajectory or potential that is a bit difficult getting it up off the ground, or there's a lot involved. Five of Wands is kind of like that is the not just preparatory phase, but it kind of is. Five of Wands in traditional tarot is all about like the learning process. They're training for war here. They're learning the fighting tactics and the struggle of cultivating your skill set and bringing about the change, the positive change, right? It's the struggle of the day to day. And someone struggling, like there's a bit of strife surrounding your finances, but clarifying that is that there's going to be reason to celebrate. There's going to be abundance coming in. And so there might be a bit of a rocky start to something, but it's going to pay off is what I want to say. Okie dokies. And then we have Hanged Man. With the Tower, it's fated. It's something that's meant to be. It's supposed to be. It is the creation of a new foundation for something, and someone stepping up to the plate with the Judgment card, going ahead and choosing to do that. Hanged Man is all about that, a new perspective on something, seeing something differently. Why are they seeing that differently? So something happens where it's like all the efforts that you've put in to bring something about. We got 2 threes here, guys. Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. You receive some level of reciprocity or feedback or benefit from all the work that you put into something. It feels like to me the Tower is like it was inevitable once you made this decision and once you answered the call that things would turn around for you. Like you would start seeing things differently because things would be differently. You would be able to receive something coming in. So your perspective on this is going to change. It's not going to be, oh, this is a futile effort, or this is too hard, this is difficult. It's about to change because you're about to get the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is what I call the feedback card, the reciprocity of the actions that you've taken. I've put something out I've sent my beacon out into the world. I have followed that desire, Ace of Wands. I've taken action on that. And then I wait to see how it's received in this world. And this is your ships coming in, especially when it's next to the Three of Cups. So it's almost as if the perspective that change is that it wasn't wasted time. It wasn't wasted energy. That answering and making a decision about this towards this, I just want to say something that's inevitable, something that, like, as long as you answered the call, as long as you took action towards it, as long as you said yes, and as long as you approached it differently, you would see the difference, right? It wouldn't be the struggle. And so it was just inevitable that things would go your way. Okay, they said put this up. I want to know what the Page of Pentacles is for whoever this is. Golden Universal. If this is something you haven't taken action towards yet, or you haven't really fully invested yourself in, and you feel like it's been a bit of a struggle, keep going, because it's inevitable that you're going to start to see the world receive this differently. You're going to start to see the fruits of your labor differently, right? It won't feel, you won't have the perception that this is so hard, which means it's going to get easy for you, and it's going to be well received. And you'll get positive feedback. We do have the Page of Swords coming out. We've got King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Pentacles. It's the idea of finding somebody, believing that what you do is worth investment in, putting energy into. Let me clarify this, because with the Page of Pentacles, you're struggling to get something going. The start of something, financially speaking, has been difficult. Just a new start in your finances. Page definitely feels like it's some type of information coming in, some type of reaching out. King of Cups is always going to be it's like having the boss, that you wonder if what you're doing is good enough, because they are very stoic. They don't really let people in on something until they do. Does that make sense? It's there's also this idea of putting your all into it. Like, you're about to receive information that either from a King of Cups, I can't decipher right now if this is you or not. Either from a King of Cups, or because of your level of investment and follow through and what you've poured into something. Because the King of Cups is very discerning about what he does put his time, energy, and investment behind. That is about to turn things into your favor. And I think it's a person. I think there's this is a message coming from somebody, coming to you from somebody that might just turn the trajectory around, because it's been difficult up to this point. And then we have the Four of Cups, where you're kind of looking at what you've been doing, the same old day in and day out. The Three of Cups over here, and it's like this new cup comes in. That's the King of Cups bringing that cup in for you. That is the reciprocity. That's the Three of Wands. You're about to see something differently. If you felt like it was futile, it is not. That is so funny the way that came out. Some of them were like these three flipped. I don't know how they flipped. So this message. Okay, so the King of Cups is also being depicted by the King of Pentacles. This is like, you wouldn't know that this person's interested in what you're doing. They just don't wear everything on their sleeve. Like, you get to see a different side of somebody that other people do not. Like, maybe people don't know that this person would do this type of thing. There's something about the message and the cup being brought in by them. It's like an opportunity. That's why it's being presented by the Page of Pentacles. Because what we have is the message. I know this sounds really weird. I feel above something and not immersed in it. It's weird. Like I'm outside of a bubble, not immersed in the energy. Like I would be an observer to this. So this might be from the perspective of what other people see happening for you. This might be from the outsider's perspective, okay? Somebody knows that you've been struggling and there's some level of reason to celebrate that's going to come in because something comes in while you've been trying to make something pop off, trying to figure something out. You've been struggling in your day-to-day life. Page of Pentacles shows up during the midst of your struggle. And it's like reason to celebrate, okay? It is, and it's going to change you around. It's going to change your perspective from something feeling like things are a struggle to, oh my gosh, this is, I get a chance to build a new tower, right? This is, I get to create a whole new foundation. This is almost like it was inevitable, they said. As long as you say yes to it, as long as you answer the call, as long as you, whatever, it's inevitable that it's going to switch things around. And it's going to make it so that you are in the receiving mode, that your actions will be fruitful. So exploring the Page of Pentacles, it's like you're going to get a message from some King of Cups / King of Pentacles that really allows things to turn in your favor. All you've got to do, again, with the Four of Cups is say yes to something. We've had this fucking come through a lot. And, whoever this is must have needed a lot of, like I'm seeing somebody who has to knead the dough a lot in order to make the bread as good as it, to prepare it. And it seems like people would think, why does Spirit need to do all this coaxing and preparation for somebody to be able to say yes, and constantly give them little bits and pieces of what to expect, and reminding them, why? Have you ever tried to do, you ever had a recipe and they're you got to knead it for you got to do all of this stuff and you got to fluff it and you've got to let it set for a little bit, and you're like, why the fuck do I got to do all that shit just to make bread? How does that make the difference? And then they try to do the recipe in shortcuts and not do all that stuff, and it does not go according to plan. Shit does not pop off. So something about it's exceptionally important for Spirit, as you've been walking closer and closer to this thing, to constantly, it's not even a reminder. It's like giving you little bits of pieces of information with the reminder of say yes, to get you to say yes, to get you prepared to say yes. Because look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That's the face of I don't know what to do. I don't have a clue. I don't know what to do. Ace of Swords they're giving me, this is the information that's coming through, the communication itself. They're showing it as being, again, yes, the King of Pentacles, the person that has either resources or capacity, whatever it is, the person in authority. It's fun. We got the Hermit. Like I keep kind of trying to go like, that can't be the King of Pentacles. That can't be the King of Pentacles. And I feel like it is. Okay. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Hermit. It's almost like they keep singing the song, "Go Your Own Way," and it's like, he just, I mean, it would align to me with the King of Cups, who doesn't pour his energy and time and investment into anything that doesn't feel right for him. And so if he does, he knows absolutely that he wants to. That whatever it is may either be worth the risk or whatever else. There's a level of having walked many paths and wisdom with this individual. And so that's the reason they don't go by the status quo. They just said they don't go by the status quo. And then we have the Nine of Cups. What's that got to do with the Page of Pentacles? What does the Nine of Cups got to do with the Page of Pentacles? This is like whatever they have on, whoever this person is or whatever they have to offer, this cup that they've got. This is strictly from spirit. When I tell you, I feel like I'm on the outside looking in, and like when I can't get into the energy of people, and I feel like it's very everything's very matter of fact. There's not like a good or not. I'm trying to tap into the energy, and it's like it's just not. That's when I know it's spirit. Like this is coming straight from source. Like I'm not really spirit's like, let me give you from my perspective, and it's almost like giving you. It's like when something comes through, like, how do I put, like, we've all encountered those situations where somebody will give you information and it's just straight up the information. There's no bias to it. There's no opinion on it. There's no judgment call on it. It just is. Here's the facts. And that's what it feels like. This is just the facts. Also with the Tower and the Hanged Man, I feel like it's the fated event that's meant to happen to change the pause that's been going on in your life and bring in your ships. So this page that comes in is going to switch things around from your struggle to really things being in your favor. We've got the Nine of Cups, the Sun card, and the Ace of Wands. These two alone are your wish fulfillment. This is your desires. This is the yes card. When I told you there, keep giving me the idea of saying yes. And then it's this new passionate potential, Ace of Wands. Again, coming from the sky. It's exactly what you wanted and desired. That's what they're giving me. The Ace of Wands represents your desire. Something exceptionally desirable. So, okay. It's coming in rapid. This is a rapid manifestation. We have the Eight of Wands with the Magician. Why are you bringing this up, Spirit? Like, why is this needing to be said right now? Because it was like, worst case scenario. What's the worst case scenario? And nothing of this indicates that it's a worst case scenario, especially when you have the Sun card. Turns anything that could potentially be negative into something positive. So you have literally, it's like, it's just a, I don't know if you felt like worst case scenario was going to happen. And they're like, you don't got to worry. You're about to get exactly what it is that you desired, your wish. You don't got to worry about it. It's manifesting fast. And the fact that the Eight of Wands also means communication as well. And we've got 3 cards now about some type of message that's going to come through to you that is just going to... What is contained in this message is what we want to know. What's contained in the message? As a thought of tarot. What is contained in this message? Son of a biscuit. Why is it with... Okay, so this message is going to be again, they're saying the same thing. Things have been a struggle for you. Things have been a bit chaotic. It feels like robbing Peter to pay Paul type of situation, like being pulled in so many different directions and having too many things pull on your energy. That's the Five of Wands. And not really like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't have enough in me to do all of this. And so the Page of Pentacles, the thing that's coming in, the communication, is actually going to be the thing that takes you from this level of disappointment, this constant, like he's just paying attention to all the things that could have gone wrong, did go wrong, worrying about the things that will go wrong, into like the Five of Swords. I mean, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is all about getting you away from that, improving your situation, that transformative process to get you out of that disappointment, get you out of that difficulty, and into a situation that's more stable for you. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is absolutely being in a very stable financial situation. But again, they're saying you have to choose this. This is the Lovers with the Wheel of Fortune. So this changing your trajectory and changing your circumstances or your financial situation. Maybe the worst case scenario is you're like, okay, Spirit, tell me worst case scenario. And they're like, hey, here's the thing. It's going to improve. It's going to get better as long as you say yes to this opportunity that's going to come in. But if you don't, worst case scenario. Okay, worst case scenario. So you have to accept this in order to give yourself a sense of stability at this point in time. But it's funny because it's not like it's something. I think the desire is to have a sense of peace and stability within your finances at this point in time. do they need to change their outlook on something? Like, is this something that has presented itself before and they were like, no, 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 and they're about to get another opportunity and they just have, because with the Hanged Man, I'm over here going, okay, why is this is either a new look on your circumstances, or you're looking at this opportunity differently. Like, okay, this is an opportunity to feel secure. And it's a reason to celebrate. I can't fathom this is something that you would be like, oh, kind of thing about. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Like, what do you mean by this sense of stability? Like, funny, they just pointed it out to me that the word at the top of this Four of Pentacles is the word power. It's almost as if it'll put you in a homeostasis where it's like you could spend or you could save. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd have the freedom and liberty, or to maybe do both. Because in this situation, these two pentacles under his feet are the idea of like keeping that for a rainy day, not doing something with it. But then he has these two pentacles up top where it's like, I can I can take care of anything from the past, like nothing from the past. I'm really stable and secure. I'm on solid footing. I can take care of things here in the present, which is what I feel like this being the here and now, and then anything in the future. So it's not like, oh, it satiates something. It really actually does put you in a good position. You will feel back on top, a little more in your power as a result of it. Because sometimes we can feel very out of, like, we're not in our power when we lack any and all control of what could happen to us as a result of our finances, right? It's coming in fast. So what is the, okay, so we have the King of Cups. This is coming from a King of Cups. Someone who is like you. Like, I don't know why. We're going to have to ask about this King of Cups. But you're in the Queen of Cups. The open and willingness to receive. Like, this is the receptive energy. Queen of Cups. Justice. This is like a level of, this makes things right. It puts things right. It puts things in a good position for you. It's kind of like your just rewards that are coming in. Justice is balancing everything the fuck out. Like, thank the Lord. And then it puts you in a position of being able to, like, there's not a compromise here on your self-worth, what you deserve. We've got the Seven of Wands. And it puts you in a good place and situation in your life to kind of protect yourself. But I can't get away from, like, Seven of Wands is all about knowing your boundaries, knowing your worth, knowing your truth, and sticking by it. So you're not having to compromise that in any capacity in order to do this. So if you're thinking, like, that's again the idea, like, like, I feel like it puts you, and maybe that's a little bit of your questioning, because I felt hesitancy, and it's like, I think that there is this King of Cups. This situation is actually going to really move things into your forward. Like, it's not, you're not going to have to compromise like you think. I feel like there's other opportunities where you, or paths, money paths, where it would feel like, I don't really want to do that. You know, it's not I have to. So why are we bringing this up now? I know that it says that it's coming in fast. But I mean, somebody's like, worst case scenario, like, maybe you're asking, I forgot. I saw like a business meeting. Like, it was like a group of people discussing, like, maybe negotiations. And it's like, okay, what's the worst case scenario if I took this? And they're like, there is no, like, I see no worst case scenario on here. And they're not even discussing what the potentiality is. If you don't take it. They're just like, take it, say yes, take it. You got to decide. You have to be one to choose, but take it, say yes. Like, it feels like that. My question is, how come this hasn't shown up to this point yet? It's not our first rodeo with this idea of say yes to an opportunity. So either this is for a new group or this is not arrived yet. Like, what is the deal? You had to wait for something before this could come in, before this new, like we have the Hanged Man again. There was a pause. There was a waiting period. Something had to change. And then something needed to end. So this would be like, I don't know why they're giving me this. Like in the United States, there's been these, a lot of strikes going on where workers are demanding something. And so it's almost as if when everybody's on strike, because it's unionized, you can't cross that line. Like maybe there's a job potential that is about to be presented. And it's like, while this strike was going on, nobody was getting the job offers. There was something on hold, something that was taking a while, and it had to end death in order for this new thing to come through. So there was something that kind of had to be, it was on pause because something had to be finished or stopped prior to this new project offer, this new job offer, Ace of Wands again. So it's almost as if it couldn't come through, and that created the delay for you. It's funny because I've seen this too, where like if a company is shifting and repurposing their what is it, the company, what is that thing called, like their mission statement, if they're repurposing their mission, then they have to, like, they may be closing down certain departments and opening up others, and like it has that feeling of like it was actually out of anybody's control. But because the pause, that makes a lot more sense. There was a pause to something coming in. Okay. And they're like, but it was always inevitable that this is going to come to you. And then we've got the judgment. It's all a matter of like, the decision had already been made, and all you've got to do is choose it, because it's a matter of like this choice. The Lovers with the Wheel of Fortune is going to change everything for you. So if you're like, this feels like bullshit because this has been said multiple times, something happened behind the scenes, and I'm just giving very legitimate real world examples so you can understand how that could play out. And again, there was a reading I did before where I remember saying something to the fact of like, when you have other people involved, like there's other energies, like individuals, and things are contingent upon them. Could you imagine telling people who are striking to get fair wage and to be able to survive in this industry? You need to hurry up so I can get my offer. Like, really, I don't think that you take precedent. Like, So you just had to wait. Like, you had to wait for something, and it's going to come in. But like the card says, it's an inevitable. It's fated. It is coming in very, very fast. We have the Knight of Wands. That is almost like overnight type of energy. This is because it has a very impulsive, like out of nowhere type of feeling. This person is going to approach you like out of fucking nowhere. And you're in the Empress. Like you have the upper hand. I don't know why they say you have the upper hand in this situation. But the Empress is the one that everybody's wanting, is the one that everybody is like, and she just waits. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of abundance that comes with this. So there is somebody, like somebody's going to get a message about a job offer. I'm going there. It's a money-making opportunity. It was on hold, because certain aspects had to be closed, certain things had to be done prior to this offer being made. Okay. But it turns everything positive for you. It takes it from feeling like a struggle to celebrating. And it's a wish, a desire. It's a victorious path. You don't have to question it. This person definitely knows, whoever it is, wants to make this offer to you. And yes, I know that you've been feeling a little bit like this while you've been waiting for this to come in, okay? But we have 2 Wheel of Fortunes. It's definitely going to change things around for you. Again, you've got to remember, we don't operate in a vacuum. Okay. Fucking Magician. Tell me about that. We've again, synchronicities. I've been telling people that there's been a lot of synchronicities and cards coming out in 2s, specifically 2s. And we've got 2 Wheel of Fortunes, 2 Hanged Mans. We've got 2 Magicians. And in that's Justice. So that's not okay. Yeah. And 2 3s. So let's find out. And 2 Ace of Wands. Like a 2 2 2 2 2. Tell us about the Magician, please. Is okay. They like switching up the deck so there's a different energy. And again, in case they want to pull out a card that's already been pulled from one of the decks to describe the Magician, what is the Magician specifically talking about? I'm calling it a manifestation coming in exceptionally fast, but I feel like there might be more to it. Like, the fact that you're bringing it out a second time, tell us a little bit more about this. Like, it finally arrives in your world. Yeah. Jesus. Shitting me? We have the 10 of Pentacles with the World card. That's what the fucking Magician is. This is a magnificent opportunity. It brings things to an end and opens up a whole brand new path where prosperity is at the forefront. This is something that benefits you and your family. Judgment. It's almost as if somehow like this is calling judgment for all that you've been through. Like this is like that's why judgment twice, guys. Judgment twice. This is a decision that changes everything. Judgment with the Knight of Swords. It changes everything. Death card twice. And it's a milestone in your life. It's something that's going to be like a point where you always remember. Again, it's the point where life before this and life after this. Whoa, okay. Anything that they need to know about it's like a dream come true. This is a dream come true. Okay. For somebody who is dealing with some level of concern, somebody's concerned about something right now, and you're gonna have like a when I think of dream come true, it's kind of like a miracle at the right moment type of thing. And notice that we've got 3-3 at the top again. It opens up a whole new path. It is a crossroads, though. It is a crossroads. This delay has caused you to feel very imprisoned. Somebody may be concerned about this, like, can I take this because of some other level of commitment? Or somebody may be concerned with taking this because of the commitment that it requires. Because this is an agreement, contract, commitments, right? And you may feel like, oh no, when this comes in, I can't take this. Why? Why would they feel like they can't take it? So this is a dream, a wish, but you're concerned. It puts you at a crossroads. You feel like you're stuck. This is bad news. I can't take this. I don't know how to take. I can't accept this because I have either a prior commitment or agreement, or there's something concerning about that contract. What is it? What is the concern? Thank you. What is the concern with that? It's going to change your life, they said. So this is where the worst case scenario comes in. Somebody's really trying to, like, you're going to have to be like, okay, but if I take it, what's the worst case scenario? If I don't take it, what's the worst case scenario? Like give it to me straight is what I want to say. What is the difficulty or problem with taking this? Tell me more about the commitment, the existing agreement or commitment. Well, I feel like saying the worst case scenario for you, if you don't take it, is remaining in the Five of Pentacles. I feel like your back's against the wall where you almost have to take this, but you're really worried about the consequences of taking it, of taking this opportunity. Why are they concerned about the consequences of taking this then? Like, it's almost as if it's like things played out where Spirit's like, this is going to work out beautifully because I don't have, like, they're going to have to say yes. I've had that before where it's like you're going to feel like almost compelled to take something, like you're not going to have a choice but to do it. Oh, you're afraid of some type of battle that will ensue with somebody. We got the King of Swords where it's like you don't want to go toe to toe or up against somebody. He's an asshole. A King of Swords negatively aspected is somebody who, like, they're aggressive in their nature. They're manipulative. They are sharp with the tongue. Like, they will come at, they'll come after you, basically. Erratic. They don't King of Swords doesn't feel very good. And you're like, I don't want to have to battle this. I don't want to have to battle that. And so you feel like you can't take it. You can't take it. Okay, tell me what real power this King of Swords actually has, though. Tell me about this King of Swords. Would they win in this battle? This is more of a subconscious fear, a deep-seated, deep-rooted fear of yours, where there may be a bit of illusion with it. Page of Pentacles came out again. 2 pages of Pentacles. Like, you don't see completely clearly this Page of Pentacles, this opportunity, this message is going to come through. Something about it you're not seeing clearly. I think it has everything to do with the King of Swords. You're afraid to go toe-to-toe is what I want to say with this King of Swords. But if we're talking about the moon, talking to the moon, it's like this is what you wished for. This is what you would talk to the moon about. Definitely some full moon energy here, like something that you wanted to manifest. I don't know. I feel the need for some guarantee against this King of Swords. Like what? Because we have the Hanged Man coming out for a third time now. There's something massive about they want you to take a different perspective. That somehow the Six of Pentacles, like what this could do for you versus what you would have to do to get this. So it's almost as if they're saying you're so concerned, like you're bulking at this because you don't want to go toe to toe. You don't want to get into some kind of like disagreement or argument or battle with a King of Swords, right? Because I feel like the King of Swords is actually a person. But they're saying the benefit far outweighs the cost. You're just afraid of going through the battle. And they want you to see how worth it would be, to choose this. Tell us about the battle. How's that going to go? Tell us about the battle. Tell us whatever this King of Swords yeah. See, we've got the Ten of Pentacles now twice also. You're making the assumption that the benefit will not outweigh the cost. Almost like others would not see the benefit outweighing what it costs you. Okay, I don't think that you're answering the question. I don't think that this is going to be the thing that convinces somebody to go toe-to-toe with whatever energy, to be willing to enter. Like if I think somebody's going to challenge you on this, and there's a good reason why somebody would feel fearful of whatever challenge this is, Spirit. You're going to win. Thank you. That's what we wanted to know. We have the Sun card with the Five of Wands. Whatever struggle accepting this Page of Pentacles would cost you, whatever level of struggle, whatever level of chaos or battle that would have to ensue. Because, here's the thing. You are looking at it like it's a Five of Swords. A lot more damage can be done with the Five of Swords. It is mentally exhausting and draining, and somebody may feel like they don't have the wherewithal, the ability to sustain through something like that, right? But they're showing it's like more of like a Five of Wands. Like, it ain't fun. You might get a little bruised, but it ain't gonna be what you think it's gonna be. So if this King of Swords decides that they want to pick a battle with you because you choose something, you say yes to something, they're not gonna fucking win. This is just gonna be another day. It's a struggle, but the Sun card is victory. So there's two Sun cards now. When I'm telling you the synchronicities, it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. One of them has 3 now. There's one of them with 3. I feel like because on the other side of this, there's a Ten of Pentacles, it's almost as if everybody around you would be able to see that it would be dumb of you not to take this. Like this choice is between the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. And somehow that gives you the advantage over the King of Swords. And so you're victorious. They may try to challenge you, but they won't be able to win on that. You will be victorious over this, whatever this minor battle is, this minor whatever. And maybe like you have put yourself on a major pause with the Hanged Man coming out so fucking much because of this battle. Like I knew there was something more to it. I was like, why are we still here having this conversation? It feels like you're making it a David and Goliath situation. And that's a story in the Bible where David, this tiniest, scrawniest dude in whatever, went up against the giant. And the giant that nobody else could beat. And you're like assuming and believing in that you wouldn't be able to win against the giant. And they're like, and it was with a simple slingshot that he won. Like all the people that had swords and everything, like it's nothing. Like the victory will be nothing. It'll be easy. It'll be an easy victory. And on the other side of it, it's literally like you're choosing the Ten of Pentacles. I heard you need to take a moment to get your mind right. You're going to have to make this decision. And you're going to have to make it quickly. And get yourself out of the worst case scenario fear mongering that's in your head. Okay? Because the worst case scenario that you're imagining is not going to happen. We got the Four of Swords, which is getting your mind right, with the Ten of Swords. Worst case scenario. It's not happening. You don't got to worry about it. It's time for you to take action. And quickly. Eight of Wands again. There we go. 2 Eight of Wands. 2 Two of Wands. There's something with that. The 2-2-2. Almost like time to choose your path. Time to take action. King of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Cups. Like, whoever you are, you need to see how capable you are and to remember that Goliath, the giant that you're facing, they're not invincible. There's a King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. That came out before. The King of Pentacles with Nine of Cups. It's like you're putting you directly back into your power. Like this King of Pentacles. Like who is the source that's bringing this in? What is the source that's bringing in this Page of Pentacles? Real shit. Every single card that came out is a card that's already out. So it's almost like they're not going to they're like, I've given you enough information. We have the King of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. That is literally the financial freedom that you're seeking, that you're desiring. The person with the resources bringing in this wish fulfillment. The Judgment with the Four of Wands. You get to choose this choice, this potentiality. This is a major milestone in your life. It's going to set you up with a good solid foundation. This is the foundation in which the tower is built, by the way. Okay, the Four of Wands. It's a reason to celebrate. There's just like it's solid. It's fucking solid. Okay. Like you have to make the choice and decision because it's happening fast. We have the Knight of Wands again. So somebody's going to approach you quickly. You have to make a decision. This is a David and Goliath type of situation where it's like whatever giant you feel is blocking that you're afraid to go toe to toe with or battle with or whatever else it is, you shouldn't be afraid because you will be victorious. It may take a bit of a back and forth, a bit of a struggle. There may be a little struggle in taking this. It's not what you think it's going to be, though, and it's not as detrimental as you're assuming it's going to be. You're already positioning yourself like worst case scenario is going to happen, and they're like, it's not. And that more of the worst case scenario is going to be in you choosing not to do this and not to go for this and take on this meaningless little battle. Than if you were to do it. So it is the choice between a 5 of Pentacles and a 10 of Pentacles. You get to make your decision. Sounds great. Okay, awesome. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? All right, I hope everybody has a fantastic and wonderful day. I hope the message found who it is meant for, and I will be seeing you all later this week.